Bathurst, and this is the GT4 Series, the fixed series. I am running late at night here. It is 12:30 in the morning, and none of the oval stuff looked good, and there was nothing really going off right now anyway. But I finally got time to race today. It's been a busy week, and I have not had a lot of time, but finally got some time to be able to race this late in the middle of the week. So just jumping in this so we can have something to do. I am extremely unprepared because I clicked to join this about 15 minutes before the race was going off. And as soon as I got in the open practice, like before the race session launched, my internet went out. Like I had just been on it, not racing or anything, but doing other work stuff. And I was using the internet the whole time and it was having no issue. All of a sudden, as soon as I joined this, just instantly the internet goes out. So then I didn't get to practice at all, and I was worried I wouldn't even be able to make the race. But I actually did make the race. I finally got it back on after the session had launched. I wasn't able to withdraw because my internet was out, so I couldn't not get out of the session. But luckily the internet came back on and there was still qualifying left to do. And I don't want to put in a lap actually, because I'm so unprepared. I have not raced this car since we did the K5 Championship in it, in the Aston here. I'm going to reset and just go back, because I am not wanting to start up front. I think this could be real messy. Fixed series, I know GT3 always used to be a big mess. Probably still is. Can't imagine this is much cleaner, especially at a track like this. And I am the number 8 car out of what looks to be more than 20. I'm in 23rd right now. I'm just going to start in the back. I'm not going to have any speed anyway. I have no idea what lap time I can run because I have not been able to put in a full lap yet. Well, that was kind of a full lap, and I did the lap before that, but that was the out lap. So, no idea what our pace is going to be like. I just want to survive it, have some fun racing. I was going to try and race the trucks at Willow, which was going off like half an hour ago. But there was only like 5 people signed up for that. So I decided not to do that. And then I thought about doing Rookie Legends at Lanier. But I thought that might not be the best. Everyone in there was like 500 iRating, and I didn't want to come in there and just be in a totally different race. No offense to anybody or anything, I just didn't want to come in and spoil their race. If I even could, I'm terrible in that car. Then GT4 at Talladega did not sound appealing. And then Class A Open, the next-gen cars at Darlington, which I wouldn't mind doing that, but being this late at night already, I really didn't want to do a 100-lap race at Darlington. So that wasn't really an option. I was thinking about doing the Winter NIS today at Dover, but I was not free at that time to be able to do that. We were starting 25th out of 29. That is a big field. Only a 15-minute race. A lot of high pings in here. We got a lot of Australians and other various countries that are not US West. That's interesting. We're on the US West server this time. My ping for the West server is actually usually a little bit lower than Boston for some reason. But this is the fixed series. We are starting way in the back, and this will just be a see if we can survive and get a top 20 kind of deal here. I don't know.
All right, man, we're going green next time by.
No idea what our speed's going to look like.
Left side here. The estimated SOF is
2,000 strength of field.
7. Pit road is closed.
Which is fairly decent for me. My iRating, I think, is a 2100, which is, no, it's a 2200, is what this thing says, which is way, way too high for me on road. And we are going to show that in this series for sure. I was never very good at this car when we were running it in Nick's league. We did eventually start having a lot of fun. And that was a fun series anyway. We had some awesome racing. But most of the people in there did not have as much road experience as you would find in an actual road series. And there weren't quite as many 2,000 and 3,000 iRating guys as are in this race for road iRating. We'll see how this goes. I've got no idea what to expect. Hopefully the guys behind me aren't going to be looking to go too aggressive, because I'm certainly not going to be. I know this thing, if you push it a little bit wrong or turn in just a little bit weird, it'll start to jump sideways, and it's really, really impossible to save it. But this thing, with the fixed setup, it has the ABS, which kind of just locks it down, but I don't think that's going to make it any easier to save. But who knows. Love me some Bathurst, though. Thought jumping in this would be fun. Just something to try. We're still in the NASCAR off season. We're not quite at the Clash yet, and we certainly don't have NIS or anything to run. So we're still trying some fun stuff. As I said at the beginning of the season, this is just going to be, first half of the season, just going to be messing around. And they've already wrecked ahead of us, apparently. Yes, they certainly have.
Right.
Well, that was really quick. Let's get out of here. For most of these corners, I found that second gear really isn't that useful, even on the really sharp corners.
Good idea, Jimmy.
On the mountain.
Get in the groove, sunshine.
This is only a 15-minute race, so that's not going to be very many laps around here. Make sure we're braking nice and early for this. Looks like everybody's being pretty calm. I don't know if we want to brake here. I guess we will with the traffic. Yeah, I downshifted to second there just because of the traffic. That guy's just going to run into me. See the big long line of cars I got right ahead of me? Can't go much faster. That's fine. And he runs into the wall behind me. Oh, we're getting pushy. Be nice and calm. Don't want to try and pass anybody up on the mountain.
There's an incident ahead.
An incident ahead, it says. Everybody's hitting the wall up ahead. Oh my.
Got one on your right.
Guy's going to drive himself into the
Still
wall
there.
again.
Clear on the right.
And give us a 2X because he ran into the back of us again. I have to shift to second there because I overdrove it so bad. 16's just going to drive through us any opportunity he gets, I guess. Well, he put himself on the wall for the third time, so never mind.
Russell took you that long to cause an accident, 16.
Yeah. He was trying the whole mountain. But we're alive still. Got a couple free spots. That was not good. I think the 21 behind me looks to be quicker. And this thing just won't turn. Very, very understeery in this fixed setup. But that's probably good, because with this car, otherwise everybody'd be spinning out all the time, like I'm gonna do anyway. Got the 21 right behind us. The 20 is also right behind him. Looking to be fairly quick. Make sure we don't run into the back of anybody under braking here. Okay, that guy overdrove it a little bit.
Go there. Hold your line. All clear, all clear.
He just backs out of it. Okay, I guess we do need to be in second gear there. Just gonna let this guy go, I think.
Clear on the left.
I think he's quicker than us anyway. Every time I downshift to second there when I was by myself for the couple 2.5 laps of practice I did with the qualifying and the one half lap, well, the half lap in practice before my internet went out, I tried downshifting to second and it would just instantly chip out, like right there. So that was me on the ABS. Alright. That was not a good mountain. Let's use this draft, see if we can catch back up to the 21. We have the 26 behind us, who we just passed, I think, and then the 20 right behind him, and then a fairly good gap to the 30, or the 11. It's almost said 38. He's 3.8 seconds back. We're in 21st, I believe. Slowed down way too early for that. 22nd? Yeah, 21st.
10 minutes to go.
Still plenty of time for there to be more wrecks as well. We can get a run on the 25 here.
Car on your left.
He's going to have some draft, but I don't know if that's going to help him too much.
Go there. Hold your line. All clear.
Make sure we
all
get
clear.
plenty of room. I think I broke way too early for him. Don't know my braking points really yet. But he kept it off of us, thankfully. Yeah, I guess second gear is needed. I'm not getting on throttle like I need to there, though. You see how much they're gaining on us every time. Don't want to be clipping that left side curb too much. It'll send you straight out into that wall. And I just completely missed that. That's not very good. Caution flag appears for a second. There's some skid marks, but I don't see anybody. Must have reset before we got there because we're so far back. Almost drove into the inside wall there. That would have been nice. I think we're in 19th now. I don't think we got anything. Not 19th, 20th. I don't think we got anything for these guys ahead, but still plenty of opportunity for free spots at this place. And we might have got some this lap with those skid marks up on top of the mountain like we saw.
The car in T1 just set the fastest lap. 15.615.
2:15.6, and we're in the 2:21s. That sounds about right. Usually 3 seconds off when we're running our fastest. So with no practice, hopping in a car we haven't run in a long time, being only 5 seconds off, 4 seconds off. Guess that's okay. They're racing pretty good up ahead. Hopefully we can get a top 20 out of this. I'd be happy with that. Still got plenty of time left. Probably like 4 or 5 more laps. We got 7 minutes left. Or thereabouts. Got a nice gap to the guys behind us. I gotta say though, the brakes really feel good on this thing. Feels like I got a lot of braking power and it's pretty stable. Which I don't remember that ever being a thing I felt when we were racing this at the Rovals. But I think I was using... Gotta stop clipping that curb. I think I was using my own sets for back then, and they were not good. At least I think. I can't remember.
There's an incident behind.
Incident behind. All of a sudden we got a big gap. Oh, the mountain's so fun. I'm glad I like this track and I kind of know it. So I was able to jump in here without too much practice and able to at least get around the track. And this isn't a super difficult car to drive anyway. GT3 I think is quite a bit more difficult, at least the last time I drove it. Obviously it's got more power.
The car in P1 just hit the fastest lap. 15.585.
Is GT3 still fixed? I can't remember. Or they have a fixed and an open series?
Thanks, Nicky.
I used to run that series. Back in like 2018, we're going to spin out. When I first started road racing, I went up through the ranks pretty fast and just jumped into GT3. And did very bad, as you might expect.
We have a slow car on the right.
We got that guy that was in the grass. That's the 23 car. We're going to go to his right.
You got one on your left.
So he's trying to get back up to
Clear on the
speed.
left.
He was in 17th. He went wide when the 18 was getting around him, I think. He'll probably be quick enough to get back up here if I had to guess. We're braking way too much for turn 1, I guess, or turn 2, or whatever it is. It doesn't feel like we're getting on throttle quick enough there. We were always losing time to the people behind us through that tight left-hander. Oh, that guy nearly caught the wall ahead of us. Hey, we didn't overdrive that corner this time, amazingly. I don't know if we need to shift a second there. It's such a quick upshift, probably not necessary. Alright, that felt like a pretty good mountain for me. Came out pretty close behind the 28 here. We have a lap car. Must have been in an early incident. Might be able to draft to get around this 28 car. Doesn't seem like draft's too powerful though. And maybe we can get a couple good corners in a row here again. Nearly got to his left side, but that was just going to send me out wide. If I keep doing that, we're not going to gain nothing. Another 219s, best I can do.
Car on your right. All clear, all clear. Car on your left.
He gets loose out of the corner, we get a decent exit.
All
Problem
clear,
is, my
all
slowest
clear.
part of the track is right up here. Okay, I didn't downshift to third that time. That seemed to be better. Still feels so slow through there compared to everybody else. Alright. We've made some passes. That's pretty surprising. That was not a good thing to do there. That wasn't great either. We're surviving though.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 1 second.
Yeah, definitely don't need to go down to second there. Alright. Once we got a couple laps under us, I'm feeling fairly decent. I don't think our lap times are any better, but getting more confident. I just love this track. One of my favorites. It's a popular one, I'm pretty sure, but I really enjoy running here. For someone that's not a road racer at all. Really cool track, I think.
Just got the white flag.
White flag is out. Actually have caught the 18 just a little bit, but he's still 2.3. That was a 2:18. So that's back to our normal 3 seconds off the pace that we normally are. Maybe we can hang on and get an 18th place as the number 8. After running a 2:18. There's just 8s all over the place. Alright, remember, keep this in 4th. Brake at the 100. No, I think I need to brake at that little access road on the left a little bit later than the 100. Okay, that time I tried to arc it in a little bit better and get a straighter exit. I don't know if that was any quicker. Well, we're up 17 tenths, so I guess it was quicker. See that on the dash. We're up 25 tenths almost. Big lift off there. Okay. Don't hit the inside walls. We got one stopped up ahead. No idea where this car is going to be. It says go left. I'm going to put myself in the wall, trying to dodge them. Free spot. Somebody got dumped on the final lap. Didn't even get a 0x for hitting the wall there. Thankfully, that guy was just staying there and wasn't backing up. He was pointed straight at the right wall. And we're still up 4 tenths on our last lap. This is going to be our best lap yet. We're just starting to get good, and it's the white flag. Just now starting to get comfortable. Obviously, we got some fuel burn. This is going to be almost half a second faster. There we go. Overdrive that corner. Lose all of it back. Lose the whole thing back. 2:18, 8 to end it. And we get 17th. Oh, don't get a 1x at the end. We somehow didn't. That was a fun race. I enjoyed that. Nice to jump into, have some fun. That was always fun running that. So we gained quite a few spots there. Started way back down here. Move up through the field. Only got a 2x when the guy ran into the back of us. And then slammed into the wall. He ends up getting last 5 laps down. But let's go take a look at the incidents. There wasn't as many as I thought there were, but we did get a few free spots there, and we got one right at the end. So yeah, I think that was successful for us. We have to see what happened right at the beginning here. We're coming to the green. Like, we haven't got to the line yet. So the guy hits the curb, bounces to the right, and then there's some prediction code that just spins him, and then everyone's taking evasive action. Oh, and nobody hits him, amazingly. And we get up to the mountain. The teal car is grabbing the wall. We might have seen that happen in front of us. 12 does the same thing. 10 car is gonna make the game think he hits the wall, but he actually doesn't. White car does hit the inside wall there. Little clip of the inside wall there. That is out of whack for that corner. He just overdrives it. Overdrives it, gets into the grass, then that's a kind of a jut out right there that really hurts your car. We passed this guy eventually, didn't we? 25, maybe? I remember that paint scheme. 15 and this guy just coming together, and he kind of just kept drifting to the left, and oh, terrible luck for this guy. 24 car, they just wreck to his right, so he goes way left and he just spins across the track, nowhere he could go. And that guy, this guy nearly got through it as well. He dodges him and then clips the grass, and he's already spinning, and then just head on into the wall. Ends his race. That happened right behind us, I think. And then the 27, little wall scrape. We have to see what happened with the guy behind us when we got rear-ended. I don't even think that popped up. Because we're on lap 2 now, 23. I think that happened on the first lap, didn't it? Actually, let's look at that now, since we're only on lap 3. People are just scraping the wall. So he just... immediately at the start, he's turning to try and... well, he just gets in behind me there, and then we hit to dodge that. And then... he comes flying in, and big long line of cars here. Clearly I was not going soon enough on gas out of that corner. I was losing time every time we got to the exit there, so I can take the blame on that one. But I still have this giant line of cars in front of me. Can't go anywhere, and he misses that corner. And then we're still stacked up here. He's just waiting in line. Maybe he wasn't too bad. I was being a little too hard on him. I'm just trying to be cautious because I don't have much practice, and there's a huge line of cars here, and then they're hitting the walls in front of me. And then I don't know if he's trying to get to my left side there, or he just kind of loses track of the wall because I'm right in front of him. They're checking up. But he drives into the wall there, and I think he tapped us on the rear end, and that's why we got the 2X. Then I'm going real wide. The 15's going... oh, this is the guy that just... yeah. So that's what happened. So it was the big wreck. So he kind of drifts out, and the 15 kind of drifts in. They kind of just come together. Then he goes across the track, though. And that was kind of bad. So that is what happened. I don't think that was as bad as I was saying it was in the race. Felt like I was just getting run over, but I clearly didn't have enough practice for that one corner and was just much slower than I could have been. And I don't think he was trying to get to my... I thought he was trying to get to my left side when we were passing those slow cars when that was happening. I thought he was going to take it 3 wide, but I think he just lost track of the wall and just bumped into us as we were all kind of checking up there. So I don't think he was doing anything as bad as I thought he was initially. So apologies if I was a little hard on him. That guy grabs the wall there. Oh, and then this guy's spinning right in front of that guy. And did we not get a free spot out of this? Or do they get back going? He just kicks in the ABS and it just locks him up. So they kind of point each other back in the right direction, and we don't actually get a free spot out of that because they get back going so fast. We're still coming down the hill. See, they're way down there. I thought they maybe reset or something, but they kind of all get pointed back the right way. 18 grabs the wall, 27 just misses him. This guy looks like he's flying, and yeah, he is. 9 car can't get it to turn. Very, very tight setup. If you don't get that turn in right, it will just shove. We were feeling that. 10 car, little net code with the wall. 20 car after we pass him. I kept grabbing that inside curb, and that was upsetting the car. Oh, 20 car grabs that curb real bad and just sends him oh my goodness. Sends him straight into the left wall, kind of grabs him and just instantly destroys his engine. And then these guys nowhere to go. Just pile in. That's the nature of this track. Very narrow, like a street course for the mountain portion. Well, it is a street course, I guess. And this guy's got quite a bit of damage. Can't get it to turn right. Probably got some front end damage. Toe knocked out. Any other big wrecks? I don't think so. We'll just have to see what happened on that final lap. We're on lap 5. '27 grabs that curve, and that's what I was afraid of doing, having it shove me out to the right and grab the other wall. Luckily, we did not ever do that. He gets on it a little too hard and pushes out into the wall. 24 grabbing that curb wrong. Fortunately, nobody's around him, and he doesn't spin all the way. 22 getting that outside wall. Is he going to get the inside wall as well, or grab that curb wrong? Nothing really. Lap 7, final lap. How do we get that last free spot? Nobody's turning for that corner. Netcoat or blinking up ahead, and then they're going too wide down the hill here. This guy's trying to make a pass on the final lap. That guy blinks. He kind of leaves the left open, and then he kind of comes in. The mountain's definitely not a passing zone, so I'm not sure if... Like, I don't know enough about road to say who exactly was at fault for that. This guy... He went left and kind of ran him out of room, but I don't know if... Should you be throwing a move at all on the mountain to try and pass? I don't know. Maybe, because it's the final lap. You know what people on iRacing are going to do it. And then he's trying to get turned around. It's just impossible. And we sneak on by, and then, oh, these guys, he hasn't moved at all. But they must not have got the spotter call to said go left, because he's just sitting there. Just right into them, and they're still piling in. That can definitely happen on the mountain. And this guy's broken. Can't turn. Really unfortunate way to end your race. That guy just shoving the 5 into the grass right at the start-finish line for 3rd place. And wrecking everybody at the end. And that's it. So, not too bad. There was a few 0x out there. The 1, 3, and 4 all had a 0x, and several others. We get a 2x from stuff behind us. But overall, still fun. I still enjoy this track. Fun to hop in something I didn't have a lot of practice in and hadn't run in a while. And yeah, it was enjoyable.